Hello everybody, 3Bs there. I figured that I would do a tier list of, I would start to do tier list of Shining Soul 2 equipment, and I'm gonna start with a rare drop set. So for those who don't know what a rare drop is, I'm talking about, as you can see that this is one of the orcs that you can find in the first dungeon, for example, and you can drop the Ryujin bracer, part of the Ryujin set, that is represented just there, if you can uh, get my mouse. And there's 9 set. The Brawler has 2 of them, but outside of that, there is 1 per character. And they are all comprised, outside of the second, the Brawler that I will touch in a minute, they are all comprised of 1 weapon and 3 pieces of armor for head, body, and hand. And each one of them has the same chance of drop from a specific family of monsters that you can see there. And therefore they are very difficult to obtain because you need all the 4 pieces to get the set bonus. So I'm gonna start actually with one that is different, the ancient set for the Brawler. This one is actually more easier to obtain than the other, 16 times more, and is also different because it doesn't have hand inside of the set. Now this is Claw Lock, which by the way the other Brawler set will also be, and he's cursed, but he does have a massive crit hit chance bonus, and this is in person by the way. Because it doesn't have a hand to benefit for the set bonus, nor the accessory, you can equip with it the, I believe it's Deadly Gloves. It's a pair of gloves that you can get with tier 2 dark matter forging that gives you 12% more. And if you got this set plus the glove plus the chaos ring for nullify all the curses that you have on you, plus the crit skill maxed out, I believe that you can go up to 60% of crit hit chance, which is very high. And for the charge attack, you have 4 to 5 hits, I think, and each one of them can crit. So this one is very worth chasing for, and I believe everyone should consider it if you're playing a Brawler. You actually will find that this one do as much damage as a knife Brawler. Oops. Yeah. Now for the darkness set, which is the set of the wizard class. Now this is rod locked, and it does have a darkness element to it, so there might be the derelict or the chaos castle when you would need to have a sub weapon for it. But this is very worth it because you have the third effect. Oh, I didn't touch it, but for the 8 upcoming set, each one of them will have the same bonus of plus 15 attack and plus 60 defense. So since they all have that, I won't touch it. I will only talk about the third bonus. And for this one, this is a drain HP effect, which is the highest in the game by far. I believe that outside of it, the highest that you can have is only 5%. So yeah, this is up there, 100%. Next, we have the Fuuma set for the ninja. This is only for the knife ninja, and it does have a critical hit chance boost of 16. Now, of course, this is not as much as the ancient set, but it's not cursed. But the problem is that if you want to go over the sword ninja instead, you will have pretty much the same but with less equipment, because you can have the shinobi set that gives you 5 crit bonus and the master sword equipped that gives you 10. So this is pretty much the same, but also on your equipment, you could have up to 9 more, 3 crit more per piece of armor. So actually, it's not very good. Absolutely not worth hunting, especially since I believe this is the most difficult to obtain because all of them are one. I believe it's 0.02% drop chance. But this one also requires you to hunt after a monster that you don't encounter often, and in high-end dungeons as well. So absolutely not worth it. Next is the Holy set. So as the name implies, it's for the Priestess, and it does have a light element to it. That might be a problem if you go into the Chaos Castle. That won't probably be a problem if you go into the Spring, because just have a sub weapon that is that has a dark element, and you'll be fine. But the third element is charge attack. It decreases the cost of SP for charge attacks, and it is by a huge amount. So, and remember that you don't have accessory in the set, so you can equip the enchant. I believe you have a ring in normal mode that is -1, and another version for advanced mode that is -2. With charge attack SP -6, I think you might be able to go to charge attack level 4 or 5 without, like indefinitely, without having any SP cost at all. Because it can gives you a cost of 0 for charge attack. So this is absolutely worth chasing. Next we got the Knight set. This one is special because his whole selling point is that you have a block chance increased by 20%, which might seem a lot because it's double what you can have with a Guile enchantment on shields otherwise. But you can also have a cursed tier 3 with dark matter, forged with dark matter shield that also have the same bonus of plus 20%. That would invalidate the all points of this set. And also this set has a problem because so all of them requires you to be a weapon lock, but also this one requires you to invest in shield, because the way that shield and armor up skills interact is that armor up gives you more armor for every pieces you have, including gloves, but it doesn't overlap with shields because shield is increased by the shield skill. So to get the full bonus of that, you would have to master armor up, which is just better in general, and then after that invest in shield. So that does require quite a setup. It's probably not for like a level 20 warrior, but I'd say it's fine. It's just that you might not want to go for it on all your playthrough, especially since the warrior also has this that all other characters have a weapon choice between 2, and the warrior have a choice between 3. So there is that as well. Now for the Mercenary set, which is the other set for the Brawler, so it's also claw locked, and it does have a fire element. Now for the others, this is not something that will be useful in general, but for this one, actually it's good because occasionally it might improve your damage by burning enemies. The problem is that it's the third bonus is dexterity. Now I'm gonna touch that because this will be a matter for 2 other sets as well. But out of your primary stat, if you got more vitality past 333, this would improve anything. You won't even get more HP. If you get more strength or intel, if you're a spellcaster, that would improve your damage. So the more points you have, the more damage you have, and that's very good. But dexterity, you only need as much as about, I think the max is like 320. So you can have up to 500 dexterity, but even like 300, and I think you can hit pretty much everything in advanced mode. So having a bonus to dexterity is not really worth it. That's not really something you want. It would have been better to have like, I don't know, a crit chance to it, maybe. But I guess that would overlap with the ancient set. But yeah, it's not very good. I'd say that it's okay, but the third bonus is not very interesting. If you have to choose between the ancient set and the mercenary set, I'd say that as long as you can get a chaos ring, just use the ancient set. That's better. Next is the Robin set for the archer. Now this one is interesting because for the others, you outside of the wizard, which only has rod, you have a choice between two weapons for each character, except the warrior that has three. But you have a choice to make. For the archer, technically you do have a choice, but in fact everyone goes for bow, so that's not a problem. Everyone will be able to use it. And the bonus to it is attack speed. Now, that applies to normal attack, but that also increases the speed of your arrow release with a charge attack. This is very good, and I would say that it's something you would absolutely want to go for. Next, we got the Ryujin set. So remember what I said, that having an increase in vitality past 333 accomplishes nothing? Well, this is why the Ryujin set is bad in my opinion. Now it's axe lock, and you might want to use flail depending of your playthrough, and this one also requires you to not play shield. So the knights, if you have a really high level, you want to get shields anyway. But that's also true for the Dragonaut. And this one deprives you of any shield. Because you have the set bonus, you have to equip the bracer. And on top of that, the bonus to vitality is not something that you want. Because ultimately, with enough stat points, this won't be a bonus anymore. So I said just not go for it. And now, to finish, we have the witch set. So this one is weird because you get a bonus to intelligence, so you might say that's very good because that improves your damage. But the thing is, it requires you to be equipped with a rod. And if you want to use a spell, you have to de-equip to equip your spell tome and then cast your spell. And you would lose the intel bonuses in this moment because you need to have the rod equipped for it. So it's not something that you would be able to use for spellcaster sorceress. You would be able to use it with the physical version, but the thing is, if you just, the only application would be to spam more charge attack. But you can get the eternal wand, which has an SP drain effect, which would be better anyway. So you can forge the eternal one with Always Shall Come. I believe it's tier 2, but might want to look that up. So yeah, just not go for it.